Hey, it's Dr. David Arrington here, your leadership coach. I help leaders, executives, and high performers lead more effectively. And today I want to talk to you about a leadership mistake I see often. It's the misunderstanding of empowerment. So when you talk to people, everybody says they want to empower their team and they want to be empowered, and you hear empowerment tossed around a lot. But unfortunately, oftentimes, empowerment is confused with laissez-faire leadership, which means that you basically give people an assignment and then never check back again. You kind of don't care what's going on. And most people won't admit this, but they'll say, yeah, it's handled. They're adults. Of course, they're competent. They're doing this. So you won't check in on them. And that's the laissez-faire part of it. Because without providing the appropriate amount of direction, without providing the appropriate amount of feedback and interaction during the process, things can go really, really wrong before the leader even knows that they're going wrong. And then what happens? The same leader who was just yesterday 100% hands off, they've got it, they're under control. When they find out things have gone wrong, they make a 180. They become very, very micromanaging, because now they have to not only restore order, but they've got to avoid the blame. So you want to make sure, if you're leading a team, you don't want to empower them that way. Giving them a task and walking away when you haven't created or instilled commander's intent, when you haven't allowed them to fully understand and give it back to you in multiple ways over a period of time, so that you're confident that they can perform the task or bring the project in. And if you haven't already sat with them and scheduled a period of follow-ups to make sure things never get too far off track, your empowerment's going to look a lot like abandonment. And that abandonment is going to lead people to do what they think is right, which may not be what you want, or even may not be what is needed. And that's going to have things go way off track. And then it's going to lead to long nights for you at work, trying to make up work. It's going to lead to a lot of frustration, resentment. You're going to look at people and say, oh, they're all idiots. But when in reality, your job as the leader is to help them to understand what's going on, so that when you do empower them, which should be over time and not all at once, when you do empower people, and empowerment is kind of earned, when you do empower them, they'll be able to do what is needed, because you already know you can trust them. You already know that they're going to bring it in the way it needs to be brought in. So there has to be a lot of mentoring. There has to be a lot of coaching. There has to be a lot of discussion and trust before you just empower people. So I want you to understand that empowerment isn't just throwing things at people and telling them that they can fend for themselves. That's not empowerment. That's abandonment. What you want to do is you want to be very clear. You want to have in their minds a very clear understanding of what's needed. And furthermore, they need to have commander's intent. They need to know what you would do in a given situation. It's not good enough to just point people in a direction and say, go forward, you're empowered. You actually have to lead them, so that empowerment doesn't come back to haunt you, to bite you in the rear end, and to make your life otherwise not so much fun. So that's it for today. If you're enjoying this, definitely check out our free resource, our epic 27-point leadership checklist. It's going to help validate you, what you're doing well, and show you areas where you can improve. And it's absolutely free. It's linked somewhere around here, maybe below, maybe above, depends on what platform you're looking at this on, right? And what that's going to do is it's going to be a benefit to you, to help you lead more effectively, more rapidly. So we're done for today. Until next time, make today count.